Hi, Scorpio. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic seer and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for July 2022. Please be sure to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign to get a more clear and complete picture of what's to come for you in July and perhaps beyond, because timing will be different for all of you in these general readings. Remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign will resonate more for you than your sun sign will. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, sometimes your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there, so you might want to check them out. This recording is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, and Scorpio Moon. I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck in this video. All that being said, Scorpio, now on to your July 2022 Psychic Tarot reading. First card you have is the Three of Rods, and this is success. This is letting go of something so success can come in. This is waiting patiently for success to come to you. It could also be that you could be at the beginning of a successful business venture or some other kind of venture that will be successful. I feel that some of you Scorpios are starting to want to broaden your scope and your horizons and could be looking elsewhere to do that. You may be looking to find new employment. You could be looking for a tax shelter. Some of you could be frustrated by something to do with taxes that are getting imposed upon you. And this could even be especially if you own your own business. Some of you could make a new contact with somebody that could open up some new opportunities and doors for you. The new opportunities could really show up now, or they could show up in February of 2023 or between now and February of 2023. And there could be a new arrangement that gets made for some of you where you commute and you go back and forth between two places. They could be at a distance or just not real close to each other. And this somehow, it could be successful for you in some way. And you could be having conversations with somebody where you're talking about putting something new together. It could be like a new business or a new program that needs to get put together. But I feel like you're communicating with somebody about this, like somebody that's already done it before or has a lot of knowledge and know-how. They could potentially, for some of you, be somebody that you're going to be collaborating with in some kind of venture or, partnership in some way. Make sure you read all the fine print in any contracts or negotiations. Make sure you understand everything really clearly, especially if you're going into partnership, getting hired for any jobs, could be just as much as getting a job, a new job. You need to understand all the terms and conditions, all the ins and outs of it in every way. If you have a business or a property or something of value to sell, you're going to sell it and it will be successful. Some of you may own a business and you may want to sell it and move somewhere else. Or have something of value that you want to sell because you're getting ready to do something big. If that's you, it will work out for you. You'll do well with that. You have the Strength card next, which is accessing your inner courage and inner strength, having strength and courage over adversity, spiritual power over the material world. It could also be taming the savage beast in someone or in yourself. It could even be dealing with a Leo. Some of you may want to, this is a weird thing to explain. You want to come across like you know what you're doing. And I'm not saying you don't know what you're doing, but you may feel like you're not good at demonstrating that in an interview or if you need to articulate it in some way. So you may want to, I don't know if I want to say take a class in public speaking or watch some videos on if you need to convey certain messages or if you need to have important conversations or discussions and you don't feel like that's always your strong suit. There's things you could do, probably tricks about giving speeches, teaching classes. I'm not saying you need to take a class on it, but you might want to look it up. And I'm not saying, Scorpio, don't get mad at me, I'm not saying you don't know how to communicate well, but there could be something coming up that's really important to you, like a wedding toast or a eulogy or a job interview that you are going to have or some presentation you're going to make or a class you're going to teach or a speech you're going to make of some sort. And so you may be like, man, I gotta be on fire with this. I don't want to like stumble through it. So you want to be successful in it. So you may be doing online searches or watching videos of people or classes that have been taught about how to uplift, upgrade, and really communicate dynamically or upgrade your communication skills. You may have to be brave because somebody could confront you in July and accuse you of something that you didn't do or you didn't say or do. Somebody could come up and be accusatory to you. This could be at your job, but it could be in a family situation or even coming from a friend. But it could be like somebody wants to put you in the hot seat. You know, like they want to see you squirm. Like they could be trying to get back at you. They could be accusing you of posting certain things on social media or saying things or doing certain things that were trying to start trouble, or that, you know, they could accuse you of being spiteful, vindictive, trying to start trouble. They could say you did or said something you didn't say or do. This is not going to be the case for all of you Scorpios, but it could come up for some of you. So being forewarned is forearmed. So if you know it's coming and you have a feeling you know where it's coming from, you can be prepared with what you want to say should that arise for you in July. Or remember, timing is different for all of you, so it could happen later on. Maybe it'll be in August or September, but for some of you, you could get this confrontation coming at you in July. The card you have crowning your reading is the World, which is planets in the heavens and the spirit guides around you conspiring to give you control. You could feel more in control. You could also feel the lack of control. I don't let the cards flip upside down, so we'll see what my guides say. This can also be a karmic cycle ending for you or a new karmic cycle beginning. I do feel like some of you are either writing your memoirs or putting something of importance or a speech or something you need to write on paper, or maybe you're typing it on a keyboard. It's a weird message. I do feel that some of you Scorpios, your resistance to sicknesses and your immune system is going to be really great in July and maybe moving forward. So if you've had trouble with health or you've been sick in the past or whatever, I feel like your immune system looks like it's improving or it's doing really well in July. Remember I told you somebody could accuse you of something? Somebody could say to you that you took credit for something that you didn't do. That, my guides just said that was one of the things they wanted me to tell you. That's what one of the things somebody could accuse you of, like saying you took the credit for somebody's work or something else that you didn't do. So be forewarned, that could come at you. I'm not saying that you did do it, I'm saying you could get accused of doing it. And then you need to be ready about how you're going to respond to them. Some of you Scorpios are going to go into business for yourself in July or August, or maybe you already have, but it comes up for some of you going into business for yourself. You could have made some kind of lasting impression on somebody that wants you to be part of some kind of group, think tank. I don't know what else to call that. My guide said the word think tank, but or like panel, a think tank, a panel, that your input would be valuable to them because of your knowledge and experience, or some impression you made on them in some way. This could be happening at your job, but it could also be something out in the world that, you know, people know you and they're like, hey, we want you to sit on this panel. It could be about politics. It could be about healthcare or health. It could also have to do with ingredients, food, pesticides, chemicals, could have to do with medicine. I don't know what exactly, but you could be asked to participate and your input would be valued. And it's based on either something that you've already done or your reputation in something of being like knowledgeable or an expert is why they could be coming to you about that. So if you would like to get more specific messages for, you know, that go a little further, like an expansion of this reading for July of 2022, and you want to get my psychic crystal readings for your sign for July, you can access the link for that down below in the description box in the Show More section, or you can get that by going to my website, theluckymermaid.com. Go to the videos page, and there you just scroll down. You'll see it's probably the first or second heading on the page, the psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac for July of 2022. You just click on the sign you want, your sun sign, your rising sign, or your moon sign, or somebody else you love and care about sign, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Card number 4 you have is the Devil. So the Devil is being addicted to something. It could be addicted to an unhealthy relationship. You could feel trapped and bound to an unhealthy relationship, trapped and bound to an unhealthy situation. You could be addicted to something. You could be involved with somebody that is addicted to something. I feel that some of you are going to find out some bad things about somebody. But the weird thing is I'm not really sure that you like them anyway. Some of you may, but for some of you, you may like the person. But for some of you, I'm getting like, you're going to find out some bad news or bad things, bad information. Let me put it that way. That's what it is. Bad information about somebody that you know. But I feel for some of you, you don't like this person anyway. And this could be they go around bad-mouthing people, which is why, remember when I said you have to be strong, somebody could accuse you of something? It could be that person, but it could be somebody else. I get like somebody trying to stir up trouble. And it's like they want to put you in the doghouse. They want to see you either get in trouble with your boss, or they want to see you get in trouble with your ex, or somebody you're with now, romantically speaking, or get in trouble with the public. I don't know, but it's like somebody wants to like cast you in a bad light, I feel. Again, that's come up here again in your reading. And this would be somebody that really knows how to get under your skin. They know how to push your buttons. So I feel this is someone you know. I don't feel this is somebody out of the blue that you have no connection to or didn't know. They know you. They feel like they know how to get under your skin. Some of you could be going through, some of you Scorpios could be trying to heal from a wound of some sort. And if you had to take, or illness, and if you had to take any kind of medications for like painkillers or any medications to heal from this, and it could be mental, emotional, spiritual, or physical, you could be addicted to it and addicted to whatever the medication they've given you to try to help you heal. Remember, it could be emotional healing. Maybe you're taking some medication for that. It could be physical. It could be mental, but you could have some kind of addiction to it. That could be popping up. And maybe you didn't think you were, but maybe now in July or August or September of 2022, you're starting to realize maybe you do. Maybe you are addicted to it. You could even feel, for some of you, you could feel like there's a family member that's kind of like being negative about you or kind of out to get you. So just keep this in mind, Scorpio. So look what card you got next. You have some good cards, like Three of Rods and the World, but you got this this could make sense with what came up with the Strength and the Devil card. You have Five of Rods, which is an internal struggle going on inside of you. It could be a struggle with coworkers, groups, clubs, organizations, friends, family. So you could be having an internal struggle or struggling with others. I get people pissing and moaning, not liking about something that's going on. So some of you, this could be your family. If you're a parent, you could have kids that are like, I don't like these rules, or I don't like it that we're going to move, or I don't like it that this or that's happening. But for some of you, I feel it's happening at a place where you work, or if you own your own business or a place where you work. I get like people like not happy about something that's going on. Because I get people not seeing eye to eye. I pick up like people bickering and arguing here. You may feel like you have to be the peacemaker, or you could feel like you're in the center of it. You may be talking to people and saying, what is it you're trying to get out of this? And what is your expectations? And what do you think is reasonable? And you could be dealing with some people that feel like their rights are being taken away from them. This could be protests, like protests happening in your neighborhood, protests happening at your job, protests happening at your business. People may feel like there needs to be affirmative action that needs to be taken, and they may also feel like their concerns aren't being listened to. You may be kind of like a mediator, an arbitrator. If you're in law, in the field of law, this could be in a court case, or something, or you could be trying to make peace among people that are not getting along with each other. Like if you're involved in any unions, any kind of union, you could be the one trying to bring the corporate bosses with the union workers to come to an agreement, like again, like a mediator. It could be, you could be a mediator in a situation between a divorcing couple or some other situation. So this is a tricky card to read because for some of you, it's happening at your job. For some of you, this is going on with your kids and your family. For some of you, you are actually in the middle of it because you have to be the mediator or the judge or lawyer. For some of you, you could be witnessing this happening, like I said, in your neighborhood or at a job where you work, where people are saying, or it could be even out in the world where you're seeing people say they're not getting listened to, their rights are getting taken away from them. And come on, in the world anymore, haven't you seen or heard of this happening? I mean, it keeps coming up. So for you, you're going to have to just dissect that one, Scorpio, about where you're going to actually see that go down for you. So the best gemstone crystal I got for Scorpios to work with, use, or wear in the month of July 2022, you got charoite, and charoite is a soul stone. It's connected to the third eye chakra, which is right here in the middle of your forehead. It brings healing power, love, and protection. It heals the physical and emotional bodies. It's a stone of transformation, and it's used to overcome fears. It helps overcome obsessions, compulsions, and it stimulates your inner vision, and it brings grounding. Well, that makes sense for what came up in the Devil card, so sounds like charoite is a good gemstone for Scorpios for July. If you got to do any kind of research and you need to learn, like study, research, learn, this stone is going to help you in July. It's going to be a stone that kind of makes you feel more at ease and brings you calm. And it's going to be a good stone for you if there's anything that you have to tackle that's difficult or may seem like a little bit challenging to you in July. You're going to be, if you're wearing this stone or sleeping with it under your pillow, it's going to help you, give you the motivation to tackle that, whatever you find difficult or challenging. It's going to help you look at things like life is more beautiful and see things in a more, I don't know how to explain this, but almost like a more positive spin on things that seemed like, it's going to, like, I don't know, my guides are saying, like, help you appreciate the little things in life and see the beauty in, like, small things, little things that we tend to overlook easily. This will be a stone, if you're wearing it, give you appreciation of the little things in life. So I hope this reading was of help to you, and I hope it made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand channel, you can access the most recently recorded videos down below in the description box beneath this video. And those links are also available on my website at theluckymermaid.com videos page. The most recent video series I've recorded is the Psychic Crystal readings for July of 2022. It's like a continuation of the readings I do here on YouTube, that once I finish your sign, reading for your sign, I stop the video and then I go and look into the crystal and give you additional messages and predictions for this month of July 2022. So you might want to check that out. My mid-year Psychic Tarot update for 2022 is available now on Vimeo, where I used the center of the Celtic Cross Tarot spread, which has 6 cards. And the first card is what's affecting you. The second card is what's helping you or blocking you. The third card in the layout will be what is fact. So it's either already happened, happening right now, or getting ready to happen. Card number 4 is your past, that's affecting you in the second half of 2022. Card number 5 is the energies you're traveling through the second half of this year. And card number 6 will be the outcome or something that's coming up for you in the very near future. The other videos you might be interested in is my full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, May 2022, Psychic Tarot, Crystal, and Oracle card readings. That I'm looking into the energies of that lunar eclipse in Scorpio and how it will be affecting your sign, your sun sign. But if you really, I advise you, if you can do it, to watch your rising sign, because some people, their rising sign resonates and more for them and gives them more messages than their sun sign does. So I would highly recommend you get both your rising and your sun sign in those series if you can do so. Also, the partial solar eclipse in Taurus, April 2022, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. That's also available. And you know what? That eclipse occurred on April 30th, 2022. The other eclipse occurred May 15th and 16th, depending on where you live, in May of 2022. You're being affected by those two eclipses right now, still. And those effects can last for up to 6 months and sometimes even further. So I highly recommend you check those out. They usually are really accurate for people. And I recommend watching, like I said, your rising sign and your sun sign if you can do so. Don't forget, my career and finance, psychic tarot, and crystal readings are available for each sign of the zodiac. I recorded them in April of 2022. Those predictions go from April of 2022 all the way out until the end of October of 2023. So you have 18 months of career and finance predictions in those videos. Also, my What's Lucky and New for You in 2022, psychic tarot and oracle card readings for each sign of the zodiac. That link is also down below and available on my website videos page. And don't forget the Big Love readings for 2022 for both singles and couples, where I look into the single people of your sign at the beginning of the video, each video of each sign, and I look into the coupled people of your sign in the same video. So I highly recommend you watch the entire video, because there's going to be messages that are for the single people of your sign and for the coupled people of your sign that will still resonate for you regardless of whether you're singled or coupled. I do the videos that way earlier in the year for singles and couples, because your relationship status could change. You could start out single and end up in a couple. You could start out in a couple and end up single by the end of the year. So you might want to check those out about love and romance for you. The Saturn in Aquarius, psychic tarot and crystal readings, those predictions are still in play all the way until the end of March of 2023. They start in December of 2020 and go until the end of March of 2023. So we're all still being affected by Saturn in Aquarius, even though it sometimes retrogrades out and then it comes back, but you're being affected by it until March, end of March of 2023. My psychic tarot readings for the new year of 2022, using the year ahead tarot layout, which is 14 cards total. Those readings are about 40 minutes long. Look, we're only halfway through the year of 2022. If you haven't checked out the year ahead reading, you might want to look at that now, because you still got the rest of this year. But don't forget, like I said in the beginning, the mid-month psychic tarot, the mid-year psychic tarot update for 2022 are now available, because I just finished them. So you might want to check them out and see what came up there. Like I said, I used the center of the Celtic Cross tarot spread. If you would like to donate to my channel and help support the readings that I do here on YouTube, I have a donation link down below underneath all those videos I mentioned, and that link is connected to PayPal. And I thank you so much to those of you who have been very kind and generous and donated to my channel. It does mean a lot to me, and it does help me a lot. So thank you so much for that. I do truly appreciate it. If you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you won't see here on a video on YouTube, you can follow me on my social media pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I use usually tarot cards occasionally oracle cards, and sometimes the crystal. And I give you psychic predictions and messages there that I usually write out. I don't have that much success when I try to record on video on there because they don't go long enough and I don't know enough about it. I guess I could mess around with it some more. But I usually write those predictions out. And many people find that, you know, some of those messages in those 5 paragraphs resonate with them, or the whole entire message resonates with them. And you might too. So I'd love to see you there on my social media pages. And, you know, if anybody ever contacts you on Instagram and says, hey, this is, you know, Pam Georgel, the Lucky Mermaid, do you want a reading? It's not me doing it. I only schedule private readings from my long wait list and my long cancellations list. And I really can only do a few of those a month anymore based on other things I have going on in my life. So if you want to find out about private readings, you need to go to my website and check it out on my scheduling page at theluckymermaid.com. And all the information about what's going on with private readings is there. But if somebody contacts you and saying they're me, and it's on social media, Instagram, Facebook, it's not me. Or even in the comments section on YouTube, because they do that there too, it's not me. So don't get suckered in. I don't want to see you lose any money because I have seen it happen. So I hope that does not happen to you. And by the way, I've had some people recently tell me, it happens, I get like pockets of people that tell me this here and there, and I've been getting it lately where they say they're unsubscribed to my channel. So I don't know why YouTube does that. I'm not unsubscribing anyone. So please make sure if you want to be subscribed that you are still subscribed and hit that notification bell so that you'll get notified when my most recent videos get uploaded to YouTube. You'll get notified about it. So I really hope you have an absolutely amazing July, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.